ladies. Another year has passed, and it seems like it was just a few days ago when we were gathered here in this historic De La Cruz auditorium and crowned Miss Lingayen 2010 Camille Ann Castro, who, as everyone noticed, even got prettier this year.
And tonight will be part of another history as we search for another young lady to be crowned this year's queen. And just like the previous years, this year's search will be as exciting. Just imagine 15 different faces and individual personalities who will showcase their respective talents, beauty, and wit will compete for the crown.
In the meantime, as we are keeping our excitement, let me take this chance to acknowledge the hardworking people behind this event. Leading the festivities is no other than the Castañeda family, headed by Mayor Jonas Castañeda, and with his better half, former Mayor Josefina Castañeda. Also gracing tonight's pageant are the unrelenting members of the municipal government of Lingayen with the members of the Sangguniang Bayan. And of course, our guests and friends from nearby towns and cities who have come to share with us this momentous event.
Good evening once again. Now it's the high time that we meet our esteemed panel of judges who will have the most perplexing times to endure tonight. In short, Miss Lingayen 2011 lies in their hands. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the Board of Judges. First, he is a journalist, a correspondent of Balitang Amayanan, host of Primera Balita, GMA TV10, Dagupan City. A big hand for Mr. CJ Torida. Our next judge, ladies and gentlemen, is a businesswoman from GSIS Village, Quezon City, a daughter of former Mayor Tito Pua of Luna, Isabela. A big hand for Judge number 2, Rose Ann Q. Pua. Ladies and gentlemen, our next judge is from Wood, Calasiao. He is a district engineer of the Public Works and Highways. A big hand for Mr. Rodolfo C. Dion. Ladies and gentlemen, our fourth judge is from Mangin District, Dagupan City. A registered nurse, a clinical nurse major in Doctor Hospital, West Covina, California. A manager and owner of Marlene Hunter Salon and Spa. A big hand for Judge number 4, Marlene Hunter. Next, we move on with our Judge number 5. Judge, ladies and gentlemen, is from San Carlos City. A general manager of San Pelco. A certified public accountant. A big hand for Judge number 6, Josefina Mandapat. Good evening, ma'am. Our next judge is from Lucao, Dagupan City. A Provincial Environment and Natural Resources Officer, Pangasinan. Finished Masters in Business and Administration at University of Luzon. A big hand for Mom Wendy Ko. Our last judge, ladies and gentlemen, Judge number 8, is currently a Deputy Provincial Director for Administration of the Pangasinan Police Provincial Office. The Chairman of the Board, ladies and gentlemen, Police Superintendent Michael Nicolas. Good evening, judges.
And as for our candidates, from the start of this pageant, they are challenged to impress upon our judges whatever exquisite features they have. They have to fit in the following criteria. Criteria for selection of top 5 finalists: talent 20%, swimsuit 30%, long gown 20%, and intelligence 30% for a total of 100%. And the criteria for the selection of winners: beauty 50% and intelligence 50% for a total of 100%. The winners will be able to bring home the following to be awarded during the coronation night on January 8, 2011. Fourth runner-up will bring home 6,000 pesos. Third runner-up 8,000 pesos. Second runner-up 10,000 pesos. First runner-up 15,000 pesos. And Miss Lingayen 2011 will bring home 25,000 pesos plus 342 to Boracay courtesy of Jelly Viva Travel and Tours.
Wow. We got loads of exciting things to take place in a few moments, but now the excitement is inimitable as we near the half of this spectacle, especially we're now come to the part where we will get to know the delegates better. This is the interview competition. This is the juncture when our delegates open up to share a unique side of them. Also, we move on with delegate number 1. To speak a question? Okay. Here's your question, delegate number 1. What do you prefer? To be beautiful, to be intelligent, or to be wealthy?
Before anything else, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Lingayen. For me, I would choose intelligent because intelligence makes you wealth and beautiful. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, let's have delegate number 2. Okay, here's your question. If you were elected the President of the Philippines, what would be the very first concern you will address? Again, if you were elected the President of the Philippines, what would be the very first concern you will address?
Good evening, Lingayen. If I were elected as the president, the first concern I preferred is
I think she's a little bit nervous because it's just the beginning and it's the interview competition. So let's give her a chance.
I'm sorry because this is my first time to join this pageant. If I were elected as a president, the very first concern is the very first concern is thank you.
We moved on with delegate number 3. Delegate number 3, please speak your question. Thank you. Your question goes like this. If you will be having an opportunity to talk with President Noynoy Aquino, what will you tell to him?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, judges. Good evening, Lingayen. If I would be given an opportunity to talk to President Aquino, I would tell him what motivated him to really dedicated his life to others